Hey guys, it's Tom up here at Chigger Hill again, and today we're going to fix a busted line. I fixed the one on that side already, and couldn't get the camera just right, so we'll show you what we're doing over here. Look here, I got a piece of gravel in underneath that line. Never noticed that. Anyway, it's going to be pretty simple. The other one was, take this off, take my new one, put it on there. I got these off the Amazon. I kind of tricked myself a little bit, but they fit a lot of different John Deere tractors. And they have a little O-ring and seal kit here that's got 2 flat O-rings and 2 round O-rings. I guess those are like square seals, and these are actual O-rings. But that's a kind of an upgraded from the original. But when I took that side off, the O-rings that are in here are smaller and they're inset into the face, and so I decided, instead of having to change out a bunch of different crazy stuff, I'm just going to reuse those O-rings, and if they leak, I'll use the new ones. Because the traditional O-rings in that kit are not the ones that go inside. It would be the flat seals. And anyway, I'm just that way. And if these O-rings here will work, I'm going to continue to use them, because that's not where they were leaking. I actually busted the line and it was leaking out from in here. So I'm not worried about those O-rings just yet. Anyway, I have isolated this. Took my joystick, moved it each direction, forward and back and forth. Got my tractor in park, and I still have my ballast box on it, and it's all the way down against the concrete. So this is all anchored pretty good. So when I undo this, there's no pressure in here at all. The tractor's not going to roll forward on me. Everything is as safe as it needs to be. That's for sure. All right. So anyway, like I said before, it all work pretty simple here. It's going to leak, just that other one leaked maybe 2 or 3 ounces of fluid. You can see this one here is starting to leak just a little bit. But I extended this tube down. That seal's actually about right in here inside this tube, and so that's why I did that, was to reduce the amount of fluid that has the potential to run out. There's not even, if you had this all the way back and this much of the tube was full of oil, you would have a lot more potential for oil to run out. There we go, pretty simple. Get that off of there. Pile it up over yonder somewhere. And as you can see, or maybe you can't, but there's a little face O-ring right here. A little face O-ring right there. Now these new seals fit over that, like that. And it's not that it's right or it's not that it's wrong, and it's probably better, but I don't like the way it fits on there. I'm not happy with the seal, the diameter of the seal and all that. When you put it up there, it just looks like it's not going to work. If these O-rings here go to leaking, what I'll do is I'll take one out and just go to the auto parts store and get a different one. Get the exact same O-ring. Anyway, so kind of get this one here started. And that O-ring, like I said, you seen me kind of inspect it there just a little bit. It's puffy, it's a little bit proud of the metal, so it doesn't feel like it has any cuts in it. So I think it's going to be fine. Get this one here started, don't tighten it up, because you'll never get this one started if you do. There we go. And the way I judge that torque setting on this is however tight it was when I took it off, that's how tight I put it back on. I'm sure that there is a torque spec on this. And if I was using that collapsible seal, I would be a little bit more interested in knowing what that specification is. But being as I'm not reusing that or using that collapsible seal, I'm using the standard O-ring, and the way those work is this metal face against this metal face, and it collapses that O-ring to a pre-engineered dimension, and so you just tighten it up till it quits leaking, kind of deal. But like I said, I'm sure there's a torque spec on that. But it's a opening day of alternative gun season, and so I just heard a couple of shots back here behind us. So there may be, there's the other one. But I've got plenty of these because it come with the set. I don't remember what the number was, the item number, the John Deere part number on those hoses were, but I'll try to put that in the comments when I get back home. I'll look and see what that was. As you can see, that was really a pretty quick job. I got my knife all good and lubed up. I didn't even need it. I've got 2 more hoses. The pack I bought came with 4 hoses. It was only a few dollars more. I think the each hose was $65, but I bought that 4-pack for less than 4 times $65. I think I paid $225, something like it. About the cost of 2 of them. And I got 4, and it actually would take 4 to totally replace, but these here are not leaking, so I'm not no sense in fixing something that's not broke, in my opinion. These here excuse me, these here were leaking because when I dig with that Piranha tooth bar, I'm digging so hard that it's putting a lot of pressure in this cylinder right here, and that was just the weakest place, was that hose. Now, is this hose going to break next? Potentially. These hoses here are 5,800 psi. These here were 5,500 psi. So now the weak link is these hoses, and I've told myself in the past, and I will tell myself again, I've got to not work my tractor so hard. It's a compact tractor. The tractor will put out enough, especially with that ballast box in there, man. That sucker really increased the usability of this tractor. And I had broke this, that hose. I had busted it years ago, and it has had a slow leak for that long. So the ballast box is not the cause of the hose being busted. The hose has been busted, but it just finally got to a degree that I felt like I needed to fix it. So it's been busted. I actually broke it probably about the 5th or 6th day I had this tractor. I hadn't determined the tractor's limits, and so I was working it too hard, and put a small leak in that. And just over the course of, I'm going to say that was probably 2020, so over the course of 5 years, it finally started leaking enough that I needed to get it fixed. So there you go. We're going to be a little bit gentler on our tractor. Anyway, you see how that's done. It's no big deal. Now John Deere wanted $600 to put new hoses. They would have put all new hoses on here, but they would have charged me $600, 300. Yeah, I think it was $400 and something for parts. They wanted $100, $112 a hose, plus 2 hours labor to put it in. And you can see, I don't know what they were going to do with the other hour and 45 minutes. That they were going to, you know, that they were going to do something, that they were going to work on my tractor. But there you have it. Anyhow, this has a number on it, but that's not the number I ordered. That's the manufacturer's part number on there. Let's see here, I need these two. And I'll save all this. And like I said, if I have to replace those little O-rings, well, I'll do that. All right, I'm gonna get this started and give this a check. Let me see here. Let me get the key out of the truck. All right, let's see if we can give this a, I'm just gonna leave y'all sitting there. Gonna be a little bit noisy because this exhaust. Looks good and dry to me. I didn't see any leaks. Look like where I put them is about where they need to be, so when they fold under. And that's one reason you need to look at how your hoses are laid ahead of time and try to put them back in as close to that as you can. All right, hope this is helpful. It's just to replace this line. Now, it doesn't have anything to do if you're leaking fluid out the tube, out the seal on the tube. That's totally different. This here was a broken hydraulic line, and this is a D160 John Deere front end loader, and I forget who makes it. Frontier. I think Frontier makes it. Anyhow, All right, this drug on here for a long time. Anyway, y'all have a good day, and we'll see y'all later.